upside down blind over there. Hey guys. Peace, greetings. Let me see. Fertility and detoxing. Let's see. I think that's what we're going to call it. Detoxing. Pin the comment. Thank you. Fertility and detoxing. This has become my new favorite color thanks to one of my clients. My client had sent a couple of colors, and I cannot remember the name of this particular lip stain. But it has become one of my favorite colors. I normally wear clear, or I'm a lip gloss girl. It normally be plain Jane for me. So y'all, this is as good as it's gonna get. As good as it's gonna get. Peace, beloveds. So I know I wanted to get into fertility conversations and things dealing with how to get pregnant, things dealing with the reproductive issues that we are definitely having, specifically in our community. I want to get deeper into that conversation later. But tonight is going to be about fertility detoxing. So, preparing the body to get ready to be pregnant. So if you're not trying to conceive or you ain't interested in this topic, just log off, just keep going. But if you are trying to conceive a child, if you are having fertility issues, this is where you want to be. We are going to start tapping in, and it's probably going to have to be a 3-part video. So tonight will be one. I'll figure out another day to pop in, and we'll do a second one. And then the third one, we'll pop in. You say, I'm out. You're like, I don't want no kids. So this is about literally preparing the body. A lot of times we have to understand that this is holistic, okay? There is a holistic dynamic that has to happen to prepare the body for conception. A lot of times my clients who are having fertility issues or fertility dynamics, my cousin like, bye. You need another one. Caleb needed a sibling. He needs a sibling. He needs somebody to play with and pour their energy into. We are not paying attention to the emotional healing that needs to take place. Okay. The energy. So the words that we are speaking to empower our physical self also play a part. This is not just about dieting. This is not just about, cleansing. It is about the whole process that needs to happen in order for this baby to come into fruition, especially if you are having difficulties. Because 9 times out of 10, when you are having difficulties, it's normally other elements. That could be mind, that could be emotional, that could be eating, that could be exercising, that could just be your type. And that's what I'm saying, your physical type, your own blueprint that is preventing this conception, okay? Or your mates. So I'm going to have a whole nother video that's just dealing with the men and why they might be part of why you are not able to conceive this child, all right? So let's just jump right into it. The one thing that you want to start looking at when you are talking about preparing the body, all right, is your diet. And how are you preparing your body from the diet that you possibly have been eating? So that means that we're going to have to detox. Now, the key thing with all of this is that you need to start in enough time to actually get the body in an environment that is going to be conducive to what you're trying to do. A lot of times y'all want to jump in and it's already like you done did fertility treatments, you done did all of this stuff. So now your body is full of like different types of drugs and all kind of craziness that y'all, I'm not going to talk bad, that y'all done, bought into. And it's not going to favor very well for you or your child. That's what I will say. So the process need to start at a very minimum 3 months. You need to give yourself 3 months. Okay. I prefer 6 months to a year. Okay. And I know that's for some of y'all who feel like it's an urgency that you need this baby right now. I know that seemed like a long time. But I prefer for you to operate 6 months to a year, okay, of let me prepare this vessel to carry this child. Because the mother's body goes through a lot. Okay, it's a whole transformational dynamic that's happening. You got to remember, all your organs are getting ready to move out of the way so you can carry this child. So the body need to be in optimum, premium condition. How do we do that? So let's say, for example, that we are working with a 6-month time frame. You want to have a baby within 6 months. First thing I'm going to suggest you do is to detox. Okay? You want to detox. I've had so many people like, oh, well, what did we do? You could do a detox program. You could do the detox program I just did for the winter solstice, where you're taking several days. And I'm actually getting ready to put together like a fertility detox for next year. I think I'm going to release it in January. There'll be a fertility detox and then a fertility meal plan that you can go buy. One of them I might make free, so you can just download it. All right. But I'm going to have a fertility detox and a fertility meal plan. But in this in-between time, you need to just detox. So it don't have to be my brand. It could be somebody else's brand. But you need to use, like, this is one. It's called the Remedy. It is specifically for cleaning out the colon. Okay. This specific one, let me see. This is the one with soursop. So it's going to go in. All right. It's going to clean up because it's got black seed oil in here. You got lemon root. You got goat weed. You got sea moss. You got hibiscus. You got cinnamon. So it's going to go in and do what it needs to do to like cleanse all the garbage that's in your body. And it's going to heal it at the same time. So the Remedy is to me like a healing agent. Okay. Because it's going to cleanse out the colon, but it's also going to heal and repair what is going on in your system. And these are all like 8-day detoxes, okay? These are things that you're going to take for like 8 days. Any detox that you're going to do at this particular moment to get your body prepared, beloveds, is going to be, you don't want to do more than 8 days. And the reason I'm saying this specifically for my women who are striving to get pregnant, because when we detox, even if you're doing a detox program like the one that I did this month, you're putting the body in a state of shock. People like try to hype up the detoxing and the fasting like it's this amazing thing. It is, because it resets the system. But just like the word reset, that means that your body is getting ready to be shocked like hell, especially depending on how your diet is. So let's say that you're not the cleanest eater. Let's say you're not even plant-based, okay? And then now you're doing this basically plant-based, clean diet. Your body is going to go into shock. Why? Because now all your organs is like, wait a minute, you're not feeding us the sugar. You're not feeding us the things that these parasites in my body need, that these illnesses in my body need. Now you're putting things in the body that's actually going to force everything out. So you need detoxes and detox bitters or tonics that are going to aid in that process to make sure that we clean the colon out, get everything out of the colon. We heal this gut, because we need everything to be healed in the gut. So when we're eating the foods that we eat after the detox, after this cleanse, that we actually get the nutrients. The whole purpose of fasting and detoxing, y'all, is so when you finish, that you eat clean. You're eating things that's going to nurture and realign the system. A lot of times people go wrong because you'll do these detox plans and y'all do these bitters and y'all will do these different like tonics. And the next thing you know, y'all go back to eating the chips. You go back to eating the stuff that got you in the position to do the detox in the first place. When you come out of that detoxing, you need to eat clean. Because what we want to do is prepare the body. So before you detox, what you do have to have the mindset is that I'm getting ready to heal. Not just physical self. I'm getting ready to heal in all aspects. Because in this detoxing, like my babies that was in the winter detox, what was happening? Day 2 or day 3, now stuff starts to hit us. Now those cravings are coming up. Now we're wanting the cakes. We're wanting the food. We're wanting the things that are not serving the body. So we need to journal about it. Why do I want this cake? Why do I want these chips? Why do I want this cheeseburger? If you still eat like that, okay? So like really identifying why we want those things. You said, where can you purchase the remedy? It's on the website, thehealingchamber.org. And that's just one of them. Like I said, this one is really good for cleaning the colon and healing like certain things because it has soursop and it has black seed oil in it and and sea moss. So this is a really good tonic to be taken. And honestly, it's one that you can take every day if you wanted to take it every day. It's nasty as hell. So let me get that disclaimer out. It is nasty as hell. All of these is nasty as hell. None of these taste good. This ain't no sugared down, watered down herbs. These real herbs. These are real dynamics that is going to do real work. They say the more bitter it tastes, the more that you can understand like this is going to be good for your body. The more you can trust it. The more bitter it tastes, you can trust it. That means it's going to be good for you. But the way that these are set up right now, I really only want y'all to do these for 8 days. Okay. And you can do 8 days on, 8 days off, 8 days on, 8 days off. But right now I'm just suggesting do 8 days, like do 8 days, eat a certain way, drink a gallon of water or at least up to your body weight in ounces, and then flush it out. The other one that is really good for the whole body, and this is actually, I'm going to show y'all the 2 that I actually send to people, is the Regenerator. The Regenerator is like a whole complete, it's going to go cleanse the blood. It's going to detox your liver. It's going to do your colon. It's literally going to go in, and anywhere that is dysfunctioning, it's going to go in and get it together. Okay. So this one is a really good overall detox. It's a good overall tonic. And normally I pair that with the Chamber of Light because this is specifically for the immune system. Okay, so this has got like elderberry, it's got mullein leaf. Let me see what else is in this one. Red clover. This specific one is good for my babies, and you just said fibroids. If you have fibroids, if you have cysts, if you have reproductive issues, you want to get the Chamber of Light. Okay, the Chamber of Light is literally for my people who are having any type of reproductive issues or that, you know, are challenged when it comes to just overall health. This is going to be like your tonic when it comes to like sustaining overall health, but specifically for my women, the Chamber of Light is your go-to. All right. This is something, like I said, once again, you could do it every day. You would just decrease the amount that you would take, and you could take this first thing in the morning. All of these, I always tell y'all to like take it with a citrus fruit, have you some pineapple, or to have you something else that's going to like break up the bitterness after you put it in your mouth, because it's one of them things. Remember how I used to talk about cosmic colon cleanse? Okay, anybody who's been following me, I used to talk about cosmic colon cleanse, be like, you feel like you about to die. They almost there. They cousins. All right. Yes, you can take both together. Because like I said, Chamber of Light, you can take it every day. This one, the Regenerator and the Remedy, y'all only want to do it in 8-day cycles. Only do it in 8-day cycles. Because it literally is for like specifically detoxing. Okay? You're only going to do it as a detoxer. The other one that I would suggest, if you are taking birth control, okay, if you are taking any type of fertility drugs, if you've been taking certain stuff that is in your system, you want to get the purifier. Okay, so if you've been taking birth control, and all my babies who like might have been on birth control and now you're saying you want to have a baby, you want to at least start, like I said, I prefer 6 months to a year, but minimum, definitely 3 months. Okay, you want to go and at least have 3 months worth of just specifically cleansing out birth control, any type of drugs that you might be taking that are prescribed. You want to specifically be focused on that. Okay, so the purifier is going to go in and literally take any type of stuff that might be still sitting in your blood system, your bloodstream. It's going to get into your liver, and that is very important when we are trying to get pregnant. So those are the two dynamics you want to really focus on. Now, if you've been eating crazy, okay, that's when you want to definitely incorporate the other ones. So these are just some, and like I said, it don't have to be my brand. Y'all really just want to get, tonics or bitters that have certain elements like black seed oil, that have soursop in it, that have red clover in it, that have dandelion in it. Like, you want to get certain things that have certain ingredients in there because it's specifically going to do certain things for your system. So that is the key. You want to go ahead and set up at least a certain time frame for you to be completely intentional about, I'm focusing on getting any drugs out of my system. I'm focused on making sure that I get any old waste, because the colon is very important in overall health. If you are having any type of issues, specifically reproductive issues, you got to get that colon clean. Then we want to heal what they call the leaky gut. We want to get, all of that healed. There's certain foods that we can eat, and I post about it all the time. There's certain things you can do, but all of these herbs and then things, like I said, you can look and check at your natural holistic store to see what they have that's available that's going to clean the colon. You want to repair the gut. So now when we finish doing our detox, when we finish doing our fasting, whatever it is that you're doing, okay, now we can start eating the foods that are going to nurture the body and prepare the environment. Now, my number one suggestion for y'all is normally for y'all to go alkaline. That's when I be on my Dr. Sadie shit. Okay, my number one thing for y'all normally is like, look, I need you to at least eat alkaline for 3 months. I need you to eat alkaline for at least 3 months. Why? Because when you are eating a certain way, it's giving your body a chance to reset. And what we need to do, if you've been eating a certain life, diet, or you've been living a certain lifestyle before you decide you want to have this baby, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get right. I'm gonna need you to go and get alkaline. All right. And it's literally like, you gotta, weigh your odds. What's more important? You eating that Krispy Kreme donut? I'm just throwing one out there. Or you having a baby? What's more important? Okay, what's more important, the baby or the fact that you need to drink this alcohol that you want to partake in? I'm just saying. What's more important? All right. So once we get into that dynamic, you're starting to cleanse, you're doing the detox, you come off your detox. Now we're going to go into the foods that need to be incorporated. And I'm going to go over it in general because I don't want to get too detailed with this. But I am going to give y'all a recipe at the end that is a fertility juice that you can drink daily. Okay, because the key with increasing your ability to produce is making sure that you are putting a lot of folate, high folate, and you want to have a lot of antioxidants. Those are two key dynamics for y'all who are trying to conceive. You want to make sure that you are getting very high folate in your body. So that would be, lots of the things that will be in this particular juice. And like I said, you could drink that every day. All right, so I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure I don't get off. I'm good for getting off topic. So one of the dynamics that normally if you are having fertility issues that you get caught up in is like your egg count might be low. Okay, your egg count might be low, or the quality of eggs that you are producing is not in the best shape for you to get pregnant. And what I love to tell people is like, you only need one. We only need one good egg for you to get pregnant. Only one. So if we know this, now it's about focusing on the quality of these eggs. And the way that we increase the quality is still about how we are preparing this vessel. How are we preparing the vessel? All right. So one thing that you can do that is related to you going to the doctor is getting them to check your zinc to copper ratio. You need to find out, do you have more zinc or more copper? Like, what is going on with your actual blood? So they'll do a blood test and they can tell you, okay, you have this amount of copper. You have more copper in your blood than you do zinc. Where this sometimes comes in as an issue is if you are Rh negative. Okay, if you are Rh negative, 9 times out of 10, you got more copper than anything. All right, so you have to increase your zinc, which means that we have to eat foods that are enriched with zinc. Okay. That could be like Brazil nuts. A lot of your nuts are going to have a lot of zinc in it. You can take a zinc supplement, but you want to make sure that it is a supplement that actually can be absorbed. So that becomes another issue. That's why I like for y'all to at least do, if you're going to get zinc, making sure that you're eating it or preparing it some kind of way where you are actually getting the nourishment. But that goes all the way back to, you can't jump in and start taking zinc supplements like, oh, I ain't going to do the detox. I'm just going to skip that part and I'm going to just jump in and start eating right. No, we got to prepare the body. So we have to detox. That's why it's important. If you detox, you can get all the craziness and all the gook out your body that you don't put in there. And now start eating the way that you need to, because now we are being intentional. We're speaking life into, we're manifesting this baby. We're preparing to be pregnant. Hi, beloved. Okay, so zinc enriched food, like I said, that could be Brazil nuts. Vitamin D. Vitamin D. Y'all been hearing about vitamin D a lot this year. Listen, beloveds, this is specifically for my melanated ones that's on here. We are the most deficient in vitamin D. Okay? And that's crazy. That's because we ain't in our environment. But we are the most deficient when it comes to vitamin D. You need to make sure that you are getting your vitamin D. Okay, you got to make sure. So that's zinc, vitamin D. You got to get that. You got to get that. So you are like, once again, you need to be finding foods that's it, like you need to get sun. You need to be in the sunlight. You need to be in the sun. Yes, that's sunlight. That's the most natural source of it. You need some sun. There's also other like foods. And then, like I said, you can also do something as simple as just taking a supplement that is, you know, vitamin D. But make sure that it is very organic, that it is very wholesome, and that it is easily to absorb. All right, you want things that your body can actually absorb. I was going to say prenatals. I want to see if this one prenatal is still available. If it is, I'm gonna post it. I don't want to give nobody no shout out until like I want to see if this specific one is really good. Antioxidants are a must. Okay, a lot of times if you are having fertility issues, like I mentioned earlier, you are not getting enough antioxidants. Okay, you are not getting enough antioxidants. Okay, and that is going to be really important in this like preparation process. It is majorly important. So antioxidants is a must. We get into like your vitamin A. That's another one. And your vitamin C. So vitamin A will be like your nuts, healthy fats. Okay. So did I write a list of nuts? I didn't do the list of nuts, but there's like different healthy nuts that you should get. And then there are your healthy fats will be like avocados. I think I told people the last time, like with my last son, I was eating avocado sandwiches. I was eating avocado sandwiches. I was chopping up avocados on my salad. Okay. And it was funny because I wasn't even trying to get pregnant, but I was like obsessed with avocados. I think my body knew that it was ready to get pregnant, but I was obsessed with eating avocados. That's a good healthy fat that you can eat. Yeah, not a lot of Brazil nuts, but you need to eat enough because most of the time the Brazil nuts is going to give you zinc. And a lot of times people are so deficient in zinc, the people that I'm talking about, that you're not really as worried about the poisoning. And if you eating the right type of Brazil nuts, you shouldn't be getting like, y'all can't go heavy anyway with none of this food because you still should only be eating a certain amount of food. Okay, you should only be eating a certain amount. You should not be eating these big ass plates y'all be eating. Y'all be going in. Okay, so vitamin C is like your fruits and vegetables. All right, so it's like your raw fruits and vegetables. Foods that you should not be eating. This is where I'm gonna lose a lot of y'all, and that's so funny because when my clients come to me, I'm very hard on my clients. So when my clients come to me, they always are like, you know, this is where you can separate the real from the fake. This is when you separate the real from the fake. Who really want to do this? Who really want to be about this life? Okay, no soda. Absolutely none. If you have a carbonation dynamic, no, you need to get you some ginger beer. Like I'm drinking right now, some ginger beer. You need to make some type of organic, natural, sparkling water and act like it's soda. No soda, no diet soda. Diet sodas are the worst. You might as well drink the real soda. If you're gonna drink the diet soda, you might as well drink the real one, and then don't worry about getting pregnant. Just telling y'all. That sugar alone is one of the major culprits to our reproductive system. Okay? Sugar by itself is a killer to the reproductive system. If you are wanting to get pregnant, you absolutely got to like get rid of sodas, the cakes, the stuff that you are eating that is like heavy in sugar. No. Okay. No, 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 no. No. No soda. No alcohol. That should go without saying. Okay. You already know I said no sugar, no soda, no alcohol. You should not be drinking. And we're talking about, this is a 6 months to a year process. For y'all who is impatient as hell, 3 months maybe. And if only with that 3 months, it needs to be in the 3 months that, because you already eat and walk a certain lifestyle. If you already kind of eat somewhat clean and you kind of got, some patterns and routines that are healthy, and you've been detoxing and fasting on a regular, you can get away with a 3-month window. But you need to be doing this for at least 6 months to a year. You need to prep the body. Why? Because you probably done spent 20 plus years putting crap in it. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. All right. No alcohol, no glass of wine, no glass of or shot of nothing. No alcohol at all. You want a baby, you got to put the drink down. You got to put the drinking down. It's not going to help you. It's very acidic. Okay? It is very acidic to the body. You said it help. What helps when you have fibroids? I know you ain't talking about no alcohol. Bacon. Nobody should be eating bacon if you're on my channel anyway. I'm joking. Kinda, sorta, not really. I just wanted to say bacon. But really it is high saturated fats. So that could be bacon, that could be potato chips, that could be butter. You use a lot of butter. That could be anything that is high saturated fat. Now, you need to look at it. Is this high in saturated fat? Bacon is the highest saturated fat product that you can buy on the market. People don't be knowing that. Okay? No high saturated products. Foods in plastic. My mate is like a stickler about plastic. He is OCD. He gets really mad if I use a plastic container. He buys all glass, everything. I'm the one that be like, child, I thought like I got kids. I'm nervous with that glass. No, that. So I have had to, even over the last few years, like transition over to, glass. Just because it has BPA in it. That is like a chemical that poisons the body. Okay. So anything like when y'all storing y'all stuff in the Tupperware and all of that, no, don't need to do that. Okay. That's not good for you if you're trying to, especially when you're trying to get pregnant. All right. If you are buying your water, you need to immediately change it over to a glass container. Okay, so let's say you buying a jug of a gallon of water. You need to immediately transport it into a glass bottle, glass container, whatever. You normally can buy those at your natural food stores or at like your home good type stores. Okay, immediately. Yeah, if you don't reheat. Or even if you do reheat, like we reheat in the oven. Like I remember my parents was like, y'all ain't got no microwave? How y'all reheat y'all food? There's an oven. We have a toaster. Well, I'm going to re-cook this and warm it up. Like, no. So you definitely need to like get away from the plastic containers, water in plastic bottles, storing your food in plastic containers. Anything that you buy in plastic, you want to immediately, like, I would prefer for you not. Okay, I would prefer for you not to. Okay. The other thing, and it's up for debate, mine is dairy. Stay away from dairy. The reason is because it thickens mucus in your body. A lot of people be like, it's a mucus producing food. It's not that it's a mucus producing food. It thickens the mucus. It pretty much, it amplifies the mucus that's already in your system, because our body already have mucus in it. But we don't want to amplify the mucus that's in our body. Okay? So for me, no dairy. All right? Now, y'all like, well, damn, she just told us we can't eat nothing. You know how y'all get, be like, oh, we're going to eat air. We just going to eat air. No, there's plenty of food still to eat. There's so much that you can eat. One of your other things that I really want y'all to start incorporating. So these are my 4, maybe 5. Absolutely a must. Okay, these are my, you absolutely have to incorporate this in your diet. Okay. 1, you need to be taking prenatal vitamins. And Queen mentioned that, like what prenatals are. You need to take prenatals. Okay? You need to take prenatals. The prenatal vitamins is giving your body the supplements and the minerals that it needs. Okay? It's going to give you everything that we need. It's already getting your body prepared. It's almost like it's sending a message to your body. Hey, we getting pregnant. We about to have a baby. Prenatals. It's your number one thing. I don't want to mention what prenatals. I honestly, with this last pregnancy, I was on, it was an all natural. Hold on, y'all, because I want to see if I got it in here. It's an all natural supplement. Hold on, let me see if I got it. Oh, yep, I did. So what I was taking with my last babies were Juice Plus supplements because they're all natural. I love these because even with their omega-3, sister, did I pull out the omega-3? Even with their omega blend, it's coming from a plant-based source. So what I did love about Juice Plus when I was one of their reps is that everything were like real foods. And I'm real big on plant-based, plant dynamics, and it not having a lot of extra crazy shit in it that I don't need in my body. Okay. So I took these with my last 2 babies. It was so good. It was so good for me. It gave me everything that I needed. It gave me all the nutrients that I needed. It was so amazing. So if you do know somebody who sells Juice Plus supplements, they are really, really great for me. Okay, that was Juice Plus. And I actually had the whole, like the vegetable blend. This was the fruit blend, and I had the omega-3. So that was my 3. I did the omega blend, the fruit blend, and the vegetable blend is what I was taking. Because like the fruit blend got apples, peaches, cranberry, oranges, mangoes, lemon, cherries, pineapples, prune, dates, beets. Like, it was popping for me. There's another one that is a liquid, and that's the one I want to see if they still make. All my other babies, that's what I took. There was a liquid one that I took. I happen to like liquid supplements, liquid, vitamins and minerals because it gets in the blood system quicker. Okay. It gets in the blood system quicker for me. So I love those. So make sure you're having your prenatals. Second thing, and I'll keep mentioning this because this is what I have seen consistently be one of our major issues, definitely within women who are having egg issues, who are having the quality of your eggs are not producing what you need, or not sustaining, or not helping you with the implantation process, it's zinc. 9 times out of 10, I can pretty much bank on it that it's you're deficient in zinc. And y'all gotta really like do the research on what zinc actually does for the body. Okay, so I really want you to research why it is creating such havoc in the reproductive system. All right, CoQ10. A lot of times you got to find this in a supplement. This helps protect your eggs. So that is CoQ10. Okay. It helps protect the egg. Specifically with my women, if you are of age, if you're a little more mature, y'all need to make sure you're getting that. Because it's going to not only protect the egg, it's going to also make sure that that egg has what it needs to be of quality. So when we talk about you don't need but one egg to get right, that's what we're talking about. You want to make sure that it is that CoQ10. And there are some, I wish my vitamin lady was open. She's been closed. The whole COVID situation has had her like, nah, and she's an elder in the community. She ain't opening up for nobody. But her whole, everything that she has in her store is amazing. So I'm gonna see if she could put me a list together, and I'll post that list of these are, you know, natural, organic, vegan. You want to try to find vegan options, okay? Vegan dynamics. That is what you want to look for, okay? Blueberries. This is the easiest thing for y'all to do. Y'all can eat them. It's not only going to help you because it's giving you all of these antioxidants, but it's also going to help you with your brain function. It's going to help you with your memory. And anybody who has had babies, you know that mama brain that be talking, pregnancy brain, this shit real. It's real. It's real in these streets. So blueberries are going to be a absolute must. You want to eat blueberries. You can eat any type of berries that's going to really give you the antioxidant power. So there are like blueberry, like in my pre-pregnancy meal plan that I'm creating for people, the fertility plan, it's basically has like different blueberry or like antioxidant smoothies, antioxidant juices that y'all can drink. One of my favorites is like I do strawberries with blueberries, and it's something else I put in that one. Strawberry, blueberries. Is it apples? I want to say I might have apples or something like that. It's something like that, but it's so good. It's like one of my favorite. Like I would drink it every day, literally. Chia seeds is number 4 or number 5. I think we on number 5. Chia seeds is like a superfood. I don't care if you're trying to get pregnant or you just trying to live a healthy life. You need to have chia seeds in your cabinet. Chia seeds and flax seeds. Like if you ain't got a lot of stuff in your cabinets, you want to have chia seeds and flax seeds. Okay. Chia seeds are going to give you your omegas. Okay. It's going to give you your omegas. And the key with the omega is that is so needed. That's one of them healthy fats. So you really, really need those omegas, especially if you're eating a plant-based diet. Thank you, beloved. Especially if you're eating a plant-based diet, okay? That is going to be your go-to. Now, the thing with the chia seeds is only going to give you like your ALAs, which is your short, okay? Pretty much your short omegas. That means that it doesn't last or it doesn't do the same thing as some of your other omegas that have a longer chain. So it's a short chain omega. Your long chain omega actually comes from other foods. And honestly, there's like a lot of really good plant-based omegas that you can get. But the best, if you are still eating meat, this is only for my meat eaters that are cutting out meat, because if we on this program that we trying to get pregnant, we're not eating no meat. If you are eating meat, let me say this. If you still eat meat and you are trying to get pregnant, what I would suggest is that your meat portion look like, I ain't got nothing that small. It need to look like this. Okay, you see how small that is? You need to be able to, like, your hand should be able to touch. You see that? That's like a size. Well, for me, it's about the size of an earring. I don't know if that help y'all see proportion-wise what I'm talking about. This is the size of any type of meat that you eating. It don't need to be no bigger than this. It really ain't supposed to be no bigger than a matchbox. Okay? It don't need to be no bigger than this. And I know some of y'all are trying to be slick, and it don't need to be no wider than that. Literally. No. If you're eating meat, it don't need to be no bigger than that. If you are cutting out meat, but you still feel like you need some sort of meat, wild caught salmon is going to be the best meat that you can eat. If you are still eating meat, and because I don't put you on this strict diet, okay, wild caught salmon, it has a long chain omega-3 in it. You can eat that at least 2 to 3 times a week. Okay? That is the only meat that you should be eating that I would approve. Okay? But if you are eating meat, okay, if you are a meat eater and you just like, I can't do it. I don't know. It ain't that serious. My mama got pregnant and she was eating meat. That's what y'all would normally hit me with. My mama did it. That was different. Shit different now. Your life ain't set up like that. Your life ain't set up like that. So, listen, it needs to be literally smaller than this. And if you are eating a portion, if it's any other meat besides the salmon that I just told you y'all can eat, you literally need to limit how much you're eating. Like, I wouldn't even eat more than one of that portion a week. Nutrition wise, you're not even supposed to eat that much meat. That's what they don't tell you. You don't need it at all. But nutrition wise, it is not the best food to put in your body. And if you are going to take the time to take these nasty ass detoxes and tonics and bitters, you at least need to go into your new lifestyle, our pregnancy, our fertility lifestyle, with eating foods that are going to be conducive for that. All right. So those are foods. Avocados. That wasn't on my list, but I'm telling y'all, avocado is a damn baby maker. I can see it right now. Y'all gonna be buying like 15 avocados. Like, avocados is a baby maker for real. It will thicken you up. It prepares the body to say we want a baby. It will thicken you up. If you're skinny and you want to gain weight, eat you some avocados. All right. Did I do that? Let me tell y'all this recipe. So there is a fertility juice that I make, and this is why I laugh at certain people who don't really study nutrition to the level that they should. I don't want to say I laugh, but you gotta be mindful of what you're listening to, because a lot of times people will be like, food pairing can be done wrong. Yeah, no. Yeah, it can, but you got to know what's your goal? What are you trying to do? There's certain food pairings that are going to be beneficial for the body. I eat this fertility juice because we need the antioxidants and we need the folate in it. All right. So you need 1 cup of spinach. Okay, I'm going to give y'all time to write this down. You need a cup of spinach. All right. 2 celery sticks. So you know the little celery stalks. 2 celery sticks. You want to clip 2 pieces off. All right. You got 1 cup of spinach, 2 celery stalks, 3 mint leaves. And the mint is optional. The mint is, yeah, it's going to make it taste better because this is very green. So I'm all about flavor. I like stuff that tastes decent because I got to drink it. So 3 mint leaves, 1 clove of garlic, 1 clove of garlic, 1 clove of garlic, 5½ oranges. All right, 5½ oranges. And what you can do is do 5 oranges and a half of a lime. Okay, you can do that. The lime will give, like, it'll cut that green taste out a little bit. Okay, it'll cut that green taste. So we got 1 cup of spinach, 2 celery stalks, 3 mints, 1 clove of garlic, 5½ oranges. And I'll repost this for y'all. I'll make a little meme or something up that I have this recipe in it. And then I add either coconut water or spring water, a cup of coconut water or spring water. Sometimes you got to see it depending on what your blender or your juicer, how it operates. Typically with this juice, I suggest blending. If you are a texture person that you don't like certain textures, like I'll be having issues with texture sometimes, then you might want to juice it. But if you are not, you know, too stuck on texture, you want to blend it. Okay? You want to blend it. It's better for you to blend it because you can get all the fiber, all the things that you need with this particular fertility juice. This is something you can drink every day. Okay? This is something you can drink every day. Now, the key is that if you do drink it and you are drinking it, like, let's say for breakfast, all right? You drink it for breakfast and you're drinking it with whatever your food that you're deciding to eat. You want to make sure whatever you're eating has a very low glycemic index or is very low in sugar. Okay, you don't want to drink this juice with something that has a high sugar. You shouldn't even be eating it with high sugar content, let's be clear. All right, so like raw oats. I'm not a big fan of oats, but I'd rather for you to eat that than to eat anything else. All right, so there's certain things that you can eat. My routine would normally be this after I've done my water for the day, my herbal teas in the morning. Like when I get up, I'll do like alkaline water. I'll do my herbal teas. So for my babies that are trying to get pregnant, that is like your red raspberry tea, your red clover tea. Okay. And then I get into like, I have a smoothie that I make. All right. There's a smoothie. That's normally my breakfast. If it's going to be anything, it's going to be a smoothie. And then normally after that, I would drink like this. Okay. This is what I would drink. Right. That's why I said I don't really suggest y'all eating nothing with it. But let's be clear. When we are trying to prepare this body, you cannot be calorie deficient. Okay? When you are trying to prepare the body to be fertile, you don't want to be calorie deficient. Because it's going to set you up for failure. So like I can't say it no nicer. It's gonna set you up for failure. The body needs to be in the most premium, optimum space to get ready to have this child, especially if you have been having any type of health issues, any type of dynamics that's been popping up. You know, even if you go into it and they're like, oh, we don't really see nothing wrong. Your body is telling you something wrong. Something not clicking. Okay. Now, here go my disclaimer. I told y'all 6 months to a year. Okay. If you already eating a clean lifestyle, you can probably do it in 3 months. But you got to be disciplined and committed and like strict as hell. 6 months to a year. I say that because normally it takes a certain amount of time for you to get into a ritual. It takes a certain amount of time for you to get into a routine. So this becomes your lifestyle. And you want to make sure that you are creating something that not only you can maintain before you get pregnant, but also while you're pregnant and after. Because this particular dynamic is going to not only help your body, get into the position to conceive, but also while you're pregnant, you want to make sure that you are eating properly. So not only you are taking care of you're taking care of this beautiful baby that you are going to bring into existence. All right. And then after, we got to really take care, because that baby done went in there and wrecked shop. It's to squeeze your organs into pancakes. So you want to make sure that you are eating and drinking enough water. Did I even mention water? Please make sure y'all drinking water. I don't even know how I missed that, because I talk about it so much and I feel like it's so second nature. Water is your friend. Water, 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 water. And more water. You need to drink so much water that you feel like you're drowning in it. Okay? Water is your friend, especially if you eat anything besides plant-based. Okay? Because you need that water to go through the system, repair, rejuvenate, hydrate the body, and flush out anything that is not supposed to be there. Alchemy said yoni steaming. I'm still half 50-50 with yoni steaming. I feel like you have to be very mindful. It's not even that I'm 50-50 with it. I feel like because it has become such a trending agent, you need to be very mindful of what is being used in your yoni steams, and not doing it too frequently, and not doing it. Yeah, I'm still, I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out with the yoni steaming. Does adding fruits and veggies help if the water is spring? Yeah. Oh, and then with that fertility juice, you can use coconut water or spring water. I like coconut water because it hydrates differently. Water is like, y'all know, like, I promise you, my ex-fiance, he used to like laugh because I swore by water. Anything was wrong with me, I would make him go get me like gallons of water. I would drown myself in water. Like, I don't know what's wrong, but I'm about to drink this water. He was like, you swear water fix everything. He was like, your arm could be broke and you'll be like, go get me some water. I was like, you right. Because water do fix everything. It's a healing agent. You can take your spiritual bath. You can do everything. Water fix everything. So water is your best friend. Now, here's my disclaimer that I was getting ready to go into. You can do all of this, beloveds. You can align how you're eating, okay? Which is literally the foundation and fundamental for every aspect of who you are, okay? Because when we eat clean and we eat better, we think better, okay? We make choices better. We are not operating in a fog or a dysfunctioning state of being, because we are optimizing our health. When our health is not in a premium state, then we are affected by that. It will throw us off in other aspects and other dynamics of our life. So make sure that diet-wise, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Take your ass to the dentist. Make sure that your teeth, okay, are clean. You ain't got no cavities. You don't have anything that is creating any type of dysfunction. Teeth are very important. Dental care is very important in our lives. Okay, dental care is very important. People don't talk about that enough. I might have to do a live just on dental care and what it affects physically in our body if we are allowing cavities or teeth to go uncared for. So very important as far as our livelihood is concerned. All right. Emotional well-being. And I'm going to end on this topic. You need to make sure that you're doing that, because with my clients, so I'm giving y'all a freebie because normally I charge people for this damn hour. I'm giving y'all a freebie. With my clients, if you come to me, I could be like, boom, I make you do a whole food diary. What you been eating? What's normally your diet like? Okay. So I know I make them do like a at least 14 days to 30-day diet, like diary. So I can see what's going in your system. All right. Boom. Now I see what you eat. Now see, what's your lifestyle like? You got a high stressful job? Because that plays a part. You have to identify this stuff. This is not one size fit all. I can give y'all these tonics. I can give y'all these herbs. I can give you these notes on, what type of juice you need to be drinking, what type of stuff you need to be doing. But it's still going to boil down to this. Have you done the emotional, mental, spiritual work in combination? Okay. In combination. Because if there's something that is creating a blockage from an emotional dynamic, you want to pay attention. Okay. Sometimes us not being able to conceive is really a deeper thing for you to look at. This is your healing element that's in your chart. And I don't normally get into that information on here, but like your natal chart and your human design can show certain dynamics that, yeah, this might be something that you are bringing or having to master within this lifetime. There might be something that you haven't healed through your own generational karmic tie, karmic debt, or karmic cycle, however you want to look at it. So it's deeper than us taking these herbs, us, eating the right foods. Sometimes we need to look at what healing needs to take place as well. That way, when you are bringing this beautiful spirit and soul into your life, then you are bringing them in a space that is whole and not bringing them in toxic environments. This is a time that toxic environments can be a little interesting. Joe, Susie, I'm not sure if I'm saying that, 400. If you're going off of any of my products, I would definitely say soursop. Look into soursop. The one that I would suggest, I think it's called the Regenerator. Let me see. That might be wrong. The Remedy. The Remedy is the one that I would suggest for you. If you're doing stomach cancer, but then once again, there is no one size fit all. I don't know what you eat. I don't know what your damn environment, your living arrangements, all of that. Okay. So do the work on all aspects. This is a holistic healing page. So I'm not going to just give y'all like, oh, you can drink this juice and y'all can take this herb and you're going to be good and y'all going to pop out a baby. Hell nah, that ain't what I'm talking about. That's not how I teach. You actually have to look at all aspects. Because if you're eating and you're exercising, you know, you got to get some exercise in there. I'm not telling y'all to go hard in the paint and you got to be doing HIIT programs and all that shit. No, I am saying that you need to make sure your body is getting motion. Okay. Motion will create movement for that stagnant energy that's in your body to move. So really focusing on sacral yoga, like yoga that is going to heal the sacral chakra. Sacral, that's why I posted, I don't know if I did it on this page. Sacral chakra affirmations, because that's connected to your reproductive system. So you want to be very intentional to the root chakra and the sacral chakra when you are trying to produce a child. What do I recommend for chronic kidney failure? See, y'all asking me, don't nobody be listening. There's a couple of herbs that bilberry is really good for kidneys. Yeah, I don't. She done popped that alchemy on it. There's kidneys is definitely connected to either trust or being pissed. So it's an emotional response. You got to look at when illnesses show up in the body. 9 times out of 10, there is an emotional response that's connected to it. Okay. There's an emotional response. There's an emotional root connected to whatever this illness. So we got to look at, like, even with fertility issues, when things are manifesting and that's becoming an issue in the body, it already happened light layers away from you. It was already manifested 10 years ago. So you got to like look at, why is it now? Because once it reached the physical body and starts showing up in actual physical illnesses, that means that it's been sitting with you for a minute. This is some stuff that you haven't healed. This is just the aftermath. It's just now showing up in this physical dynamic. A lot of times, like I said, from a holistic perspective, you got to really look at how all of these dynamics play a part. Oh, inbox me. I got a couple of things that I could send you. And I am going to put up this fertility. My goal is to have it all the way typed out and finished by next month. I'm not pushing myself because I'm working on 1,500 different things. So my goal is to have a fertility meal plan that y'all can follow. A fertility detox that you can download. And just recommended herbs and stuff that I would say for you to do. Okay. Cyst is definitely like prevalent, and one of my sisters, I don't know if she's still on here, we actually said we're gonna probably team up and talk about this, because I know she's starting a platform as well, specifically dealing with issues that happen definitely in our community, that's happening with us having fibroids, with us having cysts, with us having to have hysterectomies, with us having to have all these like reproductive issues. You have to start looking at, and I'm not excluding anyone, but I am specifically talking to my melanated women. You have to start looking at, what is it specifically that our community is holding on to that is giving us cysts, fibroids, and reproductive issues at an alarming rate. This is not, I'm in this field, and when I tell you that I see or talk to too many women in all ages that are experiencing this issue, okay, that are experiencing this issue, then we need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation because it's a little deeper than what we are really paying attention to. Yeah, it's in Hispanic women a lot too. That's why I said melanated women. Melanated. You know, I include y'all. Y'all melanated. Okay, but this is definitely showing up in us for a reason. And we need to pay attention. All right. The universe speaks in amazing ways and messages. And we as women are so divine that we have to pay attention when there are many of us experiencing the same dynamic. Okay. I have women who have been plant-based. I have women who, might not be plant-based. But I have a lot of women from every walk of life that are experiencing it. And for me, I just want to wave the flag like, hey, y'all paying attention? And I need you to look at why we are showing up with these problems. All right. Yeah. See? And then I'm going to just throw this out, and I ain't going to, because this is going to be too deep of a topic, and that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about fertility. I'm going to throw this out. You need to also pay attention to, because you said 2 and 3 women are in your circle have fibroids, and you probably know just as many women who have had hysterectomies. Pay attention to how many women have been raped and molested. Okay, I'm gonna throw that out there. Pay attention to how many women in your circle have been raped and molested and have not necessarily got justice from that. So I'm gonna just throw that out there, and we ain't gonna talk about it. Not today. I ain't talking about that type of topic on here today. Y'all got to go on the journey to self lives for that. But we need to start paying attention. If we do want to get this fertility dynamic under control, okay, you got to align the body. You can't produce fruit in unfertile soil. So we have to make sure that we are creating fertile ground. And the only way to create fertile ground is to make sure that we are doing what we need to do to prepare it. So detox first. I'm going to just go real quick through the list. Cleanse and detox first. All right. So whether you're using my herbs, I've already told y'all, if you're confused on what herbs you should take, that's off of my website. You can inbox me or you can message me. All right. And we'll get into that. Thank you, Alchemy. I always appreciate your energy, beloved. You are wanting to make sure that you have given yourself 3 months at least to cleanse any birth control out your system, any fertility drugs out your system. All right. You want to get all of that out. You want to incorporate a healthy meal plan, a healthy diet that is enriched with vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin D, zinc, and your omegas. So healthy fats. All right. No soda, no alcohol, no high saturated fats, no food and no plastic, no dairy. None of that. All right. So it's real simple. Drink a lot of water. Literally, you can honestly probably be making babies, and then y'all gonna be mad at me like, oh Lord, she done made me into a baby making machine. I can speak on this, beloveds, because I have 6 beautiful, amazing children that were all healthy. They are unvaccinated children. And they don't even eat nowhere near as clean as I eat. I allow them grace. I allow them to develop within their eating plan. So they still drink smoothies and drink ass load of water. But I also allow them to, if they go to grandma's, they already know what's going down. I don't force a lifestyle or condition them to a lifestyle that I am living. I am allowing them to enjoy this beautiful journey. I'm very big on you not forcing a way on your children, because that's the path you chose. You need to study. I have all generator children, pretty much, except for the new baby. So they require a lot of food and a lot of elements that are going to help maintain their energy. I know who they are and how they should be eating. You need to research, if you have children, to make sure that you know that as well. And when you do have your new babies, make sure you research and pull their charts as well, so you can know, like, okay, my baby's supposed to be eating hot foods. They don't need to be eating all this extra stuff. They're only supposed to eat hot foods, or they only supposed to eat plant-based. Okay, find out. All right. I love you guys. Willfully, this helps you. Like I said, this is only part 1 of probably a 3-part series. I am going to tackle what men need on my next video. It'll probably be next week. Our men need to be, eating a specific diet. So if you are in a relationship with the mate that you are trying to conceive this child, hopefully with, we need to make sure he's eating high quality foods too, because you can't try to get this all alkaline and ready to conceive this baby and your man got toxic sperm. Okay. No toxic sperm, not gonna work. Okay, it's not. All right, so we got it. All right, so I will save this. It'll be in the IGTV videos. I am starting up my healing chamber YouTube. I don't never promote it. So I am trying to get more consistent on posting these type of health videos on the Healing Chamber YouTube page. So y'all can always have that as a backup, just in case, Instagram be acting funny. All right. So you can always have that. And I do have a video, if you didn't never catch it, I do have a fertility video on my Instagram page, on my YouTube page, that actually go through like other foods that you could eat and stuff like that. All right. I love you guys. Peace.